This video is a walkthrough on how to view files that are saved on the Photostick Omni drive. There are many ways to view files on the Photostick Omni drive, but we're going to do this through the Photostick Omni app right now. And to do this from the home screen, I have the drive plugged in, it's connected, and I'm at the home screen of the app. From here, we want to click on View Files. This will load all the files from your Photostick Omni drive into a view here. Now by default, the Photostick Omni will initially show all the images from all devices that were backed up to the Photostick device. And you can scroll through any of these photos here. If you want to view, for example, other file types, for example, videos, you'll use this top tab bar at the top. So for example, if we want to look at all the videos on our Photostick drive, we want to tap on videos, and you'll see we have 4 videos here as well. You can also tap on other. Other includes any audio or music files backed up, documents, as well as contacts. So for example, here's some audio files as I'm scrolling through. Here's some contacts that were backed up. And finally documents that were backed up. So for example, maybe you want to open up a PDF file that was backed up. We'll use whatever your app is on your phone that you use to view PDF files, for example. We'll just use a PDF reader here as an example, and it loads the document. Now you simply hit the back button to get back. Contacts is the same way. If you tap on a contact, you can see a nice view of that contact as well. And finally, music and audio files, there's a built-in audio player. So for example, if we want to listen to one, this will start it. You can stop it and back or listen to other audio files as well. The other options on the tab bar is albums. So if we tap on albums, now what this view shows is this shows any albums you have created, but also which devices were backed up essentially. You'll notice here that we have a Samsung folder and another one called My iPhone 14 folder. This shows that this particular, the Photostick Omni drive, was used both on an iPhone to back up some files as well as on a Samsung Android phone to back up some files. So you can also view files based on that device. So for example, even though I'm currently viewing this on an Android, I'm viewing this on the Samsung Android device, if I go into my iPhone 14, for example, this will show just the images that were backed up from that iPhone. And again, same with videos, there were some videos backed up from that, and so forth. So if we go back to albums, you can also see the breakdown of this iPhone directory. Notice at the very top, you see it says My iPhone 14. That's how you know where you're looking. You can see my photos folder, videos, and so forth. So to go back to the main view to see all devices, we're going to tap on the back button. And again, this will go back to viewing all files from all devices. So just like on the iPhone, if I wanted to view just the ones backed up from the Samsung phone, I tap on the Samsung folder, and that will show just the files that were from the Samsung. Again, videos, documents, right? This is all from the iPhone folder. So let's tap back. Now here's something else we can do. Now, there's many ways to filter, right? So another way to do what I just did, instead of using albums, is to use the filter button at the top here. It looks like 3 horizontal lines with circles on them. If we tap on that, we can sort by name. We can sort by tags, which we haven't set up yet, which I'll demonstrate in a minute. You can filter by year. This device, you notice it says all devices. So that's why I'm saying we're showing all files from all devices. You can use this drop-down menu, and you can select from here the same what we just did. Say we just want to show just iPhone. Hit apply filter, and then we see just the files that are backed up from that iPhone. To clear this, we load that menu again and just select on clear filter, and then apply filter. Now, just as you saw on the sorting, you can sort by or filter by a tag. You can add tags to any file here. There's many ways to do that. But first, for example, let's just load an image. And I also want to note here that you can scroll through each image by hitting the arrows on the left and right. So you can easily scroll through all your photos to view them quickly. You can also, on one, tag them. So for example, if I tap on the Options button, you'll notice we can move it to an album, we can rename the file, we can share it, we can add a tag. So if we tap on Add Tag, maybe we want to call this one Cats. We want to have a tag called Cats. So we type in Cats and save. You can also do multiple tags. You can call this, you can add a tag. We can call this also pets or something. So we can have multiple tags added at the same time. So then again, we can go back and find another cat. We'll add a tag. We'll call this one Cats as well, just for demonstration purposes. And we'll hit back. Now let's go up to filter and let's add the tags cat. We want to filter and let's do it on all devices and cats and hit apply filter. And you'll notice now it's just filtering out everything else but just those files that we had tagged. To clear that, we simply open it again and hit clear filter and apply filter. Now another thing we can do is also add photos and videos to favorites. So for example, let's just open up this guy and you'll notice at the top there's a heart in the upper right hand corner. If we just tap on that, that makes it a favorite. Perhaps we want to make this one a favorite as well. And let's just pick, say, this one just for demonstration purposes, also a favorite. So we've added 3 different files to favorites. And then perhaps let's also go to videos and say, well, let's view this video and we'll also tag that as a favorite. So we'll hit back and now let's go to the favorites bar up here at the top and tap on favorites. And you'll notice it quickly shows, no matter which device it's from, the favorites will be here. Another feature you can use is the albums feature. In this, you can group different photos and videos and files into albums that you create. So for example, let's go ahead and select this file. And we want to move it to an album. So we want to do Options and move to album. We don't have any albums created yet. So let's create an album. And let's just call this one Cats. And tap Save. We now have an album created. Now we want to go ahead and choose that to move that file to. So let's pick a couple others. Let's maybe pick this one. Let's go to Options. We want to move to Albums. Notice Cats album already exists, so we can simply pick that one. Or we can tap Add Album to create a different album to save it to. But let's for now just move here. And then let's pick this one. And we'll also move it to Cats. Great. Now, let's create a second album. So perhaps we want to use this. And we want to move to an album. Now this time we don't want to move to Cats. We want to move it to a different album. So we want to click on Add Album and call this one, say, Ocean. And save. Now let's pick Ocean to save that file to. And let's perhaps pick this one. And we want to also move that one to Ocean. Let's tap back. Now let's pick a couple videos to move to those albums. So if we go to videos, we can perhaps select this one. And we want to go to Options, move to Album, and Ocean as well. Now, another option we could do is we could select multiple and move multiple ones to the albums. So for example, let's tap on the Select Multiple Files And let's select a couple more videos. Now, once they're selected, what you want to do is you want to long tap on one of those selected videos. In other words, tap on it, but hold your finger down for a second or two. And you'll notice it's a shortcut to those menus. So we can actually now notice we can select favorites here, or we can move all of them to ocean. So now it is completed. Now, what we can do now is to view albums. Let's go to albums. Okay, we have our 2 device albums, shows that we have 2 different devices, but we also have this albums folder. So if we tap on albums, you will notice that we have all our albums we're showing all images from all albums. But if we want to see it by album type, we tap on album, and now we see our cat and we see our ocean. For example, let's do an ocean. And you'll notice these are the images there. These are the 4 videos we copied to that album, and that just shows how to use albums on the device. Now, one other thing to demonstrate, let's go ahead and tap back. And let's tap back again, so that we're now seeing all our images and from all our devices. And the next thing we want to show is we can also search by those tags and file names. You don't have to go through to the albums to see those. For example, if you remember earlier we tagged some files. If we just tap in cats in this search, because we know we have a tag called cats, you notice it will find those as well. And it's finding that by the tag that you added. So I hope that helps show a little bit of what view files can do. You can do many other ways to sort and filter, and just good to play with it, but I hope that helped to give a good demonstration of what you can do with it.